What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation, Throwback Thursday reviews, where we rewind, review, and react for your amusement. I'm your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined this week once again by my co-host, Mara, the motherfucking
Hello.
Sharp Watkins. How you doing, Mara?
I'm doing all right.
Good. Who else we got here?
We're joined by our buddy, the patron saint of the perverse, the warden Matt Ritter.
Hi, Matthew.
Hi, guys.
Matt you?
How's everybody doing today? What's going
I'm
on?
doing all right.
How's life?
My baby's freaking out because she can't sit on my titty right now.
And that's what happens. How dare you deny the baby titty?
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to her. She's clearly the one being wronged right now.
I also
It's
get
fine.
upset when denied titty. So
That.
It's all right. She's going to go ahead and probably bite me later. So
I sometimes do that too. You just got to do it right, and it's okay.
that's weird, Travis.
You don't ever give it a little bite?
I do, but in the context of what we're discussing, that's weird.
Oh, like I'm the one that took it there. Because clearly somebody else in this room brought it up, and it wasn't me. Clearly. It's just like a white man. Look at you. See? You know. Anyway, what y'all been up to? What you been watching? What you been playing?
I went to see the Odyssey the other day. I went to see it on Tuesday.
Okay. You enjoy it?
I did, but so I think it was a very well-made movie about a story that definitely had to read at some point during school. It's not. I'm not going to sit here and say it's my absolute favorite Nolan film to date, because I definitely think he's made better projects.
I mean, The Dark Knight exists, but you know.
Yeah. But I enjoyed it for what it was, and I think he did a really good job of telling the story. We made a little date night, so Chris was talking about how it was kind of too star-studded to really appreciate the story, because it's just reminding you that you got Catwoman / Princess of Genovia with the new Batman, Spider-Man, MJ, the Punisher. You have Jason Bourne, Nakia, all of these characters that we are currently seeing in other things, to really grasp into, to dive into the story.
I can see that.
But other than that, I really enjoyed it.
Cool. Anything else?
I started randomly Fahrenheit 451, that movie with Michael Shannon and Michael B. Jordan. Okay. It's based off of a book. Where pretty much they're burning all of the books so that society can't read them. And
I do remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we watched the trailer for it on here.
It's been on my list for a very long time, and today, while I was going downtown to handle some stuff, I just started it.
Okay. Cool.
Documentaries, and that's about it. I haven't really played anything, but I did finally update The Sims to their most recent patch, because they're still working through their laundry list of shit.
I see. What about you, Matt?
House of the Dragon.
Oh yeah, that too.
Rick and Morty. A lot of it's just been catching up with stuff I gotta watch for.
He's finally dead.
He is.
Bitch ass nigga. All right. Anything else, Matt?
a lot of it's just been catching up with the shit that I have to do with podcasting and all of that. Haven't really played Pokemon. I have been reading, trying to finish. I guess I have 24 hours if I want to finish this book by the end of July, so I need to get on that. I only got like 80 more pages, so it's definitely doable.
Okay.
Trying to think. List. I might have made a list. I have a Creatia Conversation list. What did I put on that list? The Bear. I finished the new season of The Bear.
Forgot that shit was back. I keep forgetting.
Isn't it the final season?
Yeah, I think so. And I keep forgetting that it's there.
And pecking away at Tales from the Crypt slowly. Still. A couple episodes here or there since it's on Shudder and I subscribe to Shudder. And some Fortnite. We've been collecting sprites. Me and John and Caroline and Terry collecting
sprites like the drink?
Sprites. No, not like the drink.
Then like what?
They're like little
like
pillow
the fairy?
people sort of things, kinda. That if you wear them on your back, you get special abilities, and as you level them up, the abilities get better.
Every time I hear something new about Fortnite, it gets more and more sounding like shit that I don't want to live with. Okay.
It's kind of like catching Pokemon. You got to catch a Sprite, and then you got to get it to a safe zone and send it off so that it's in your collection. If you die while carrying the Sprite, you lose the Sprite.
So capture the flag.
No, because that's not how you win. You don't win by sending the Sprite off. You win by killing everybody.
Oh.
It's just an extra objective along the way is to send the Sprite off so that you get the Sprite dust, you get the Sprite in your collection. They have variations. You can get a Galaxy version or a hollow foil version or a cube version of this Sprite. So just different designs of the same basic build of the Sprite. So you got to catch them all, Travis. You know, they caught me with that one. They got me with that.
Yeah, I'm good on Fortnite. I'm just not gonna do it. I've tried before, and then I tried again, and then I'm like, yeah, that's twice I've tried. I'm just not doing it. It's not gonna work for me.
I gotta add you, Matt, on Fortnite so that on the random times that you guys are on, I can join. As he tunes me out. Because I'm a girl.
There you go. I was just about to say it's purely because you're a woman.
We play with
Black
two
woman
women.
at that.
It's two men and two women.
And you ignore them during the whole game. I know.
I try. Unfortunately, this one I can't ignore.
Hey.
And that's why Mara got ignored.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi.
How you doing, Doc?
He said, how you doing, Doc? No.
She has to be able to hear Matt.
Clearly, like, what did you expect?
What did you think this was going to be?
How you doing, Doc?
Good.
Good. You just came from your ninja class? How'd that go?
Good.
Good.
Catch your seat. Go.
I see it. Other side.
Your hand off it.
It's on this side.
Yeah, but the screen is flipped, so when you try and do the side that you want to show, it's actually the other side. Oh, look at your belt. Stand up.
Nice.
A big girl.
Blue. Awesome. All right, can you give the headphones back to your daddy so we can get back to what we're doing? Please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Say bye.
Bye-bye. I'm on the Dream Light Valley.
No, you're not, because I'm not turning it on, because I'm on my podcast.
Oh. She's very sad about that.
Go change and eat dinner. What'd you have?
But anyway.
My children are also having dinner.
There are no children in this house.
I was going to say, who are you looking at?
I felt left out.
I was like, you need something? You need to tell me something?
Absolutely the fuck not.
What
Did
about you?
find out that my godchild is now 6 weeks old, which is insane, but you know.
Oh,
But
your niece over here is about to be 6 months in a few days, and she has 2 teeth.
two of
And
them.
your other, yeah, 2 of them, and your other one just turned 10 yesterday. So,
Oh, so that means we're 10.
yeah.
Hey kid, how you doing?
Oh, she gone.
She gone.
She knows
Okay.
to say hi and get out.
Must be nice.
You were saying something though, Mara, before
You'll get there. Oh, I was just saying I need to add Matt on Fortnite just so I can play with y'all sometimes.
Yeah, no, that'd be cool. Yeah, no, me and John, and sometimes Caroline doesn't play, so we run trios. We always have an extra spot, one way or the other. So yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay, we'll make that happen.
Cool. Anything else?
Matt?
Yeah, you were
good.
Doing your stuff. Okay, cool.
I was like, all right, spoke.
So with me, few new things actually. Star Trek Strange New Worlds came back last week. So watched the last week's episode of that. I haven't watched this week's episode yet. I know Mar doesn't, but Matt, do you watch Strange New Worlds or no?
I have not touched the new season. I did watch Strange New Worlds.
Okay, yeah, well, the new season just started last week, so you haven't really missed much yet. Over in the Netflix world, though, a couple of things. I watched that Kevin Hart movie, 72 Hours.
How was that?
Not bad. I laughed. I enjoyed it about as much as you enjoy a Kevin Hart movie. You know, it's a Kevin Hart movie. So it's not going to be the funniest thing you ever watched, but you'll laugh. Yeah. Also watched that Will Ferrell show, The Hawk.
Okay.
I enjoyed the fuck out of that.
That seems like that would be good.
Mm-hmm. But also finally saw Michael. Was that yesterday? May have been yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Finally saw Michael. So that was cool. Came the I'm like, oh, yep, clearly a sequel coming. We knew that already, but I enjoyed that also. I also realized after we got off the stream last week and I started playing, I was closer to the end of Metaphor Refantasio than I thought I was. We had that whole discussion. I was actually already like in early September. And I think Matt said when he looked it up, it ended in October. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then I played a little bit more. And then when I played that little bit more, I realized, oh, now it does feel like I'm close to the end. A lot of things happen at a very rapid pace. And it was just like, oh, okay. Yep, there we are.
Stop fucking around.
Yeah, I see the end coming now. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's it for me. We'll also House of the Dragon, like Matt mentioned. Yeah.
I won't lie, and we don't have to touch on it for too long because I know you want to get into the movie. I didn't anticipate him dying in the first 5 minutes.
Me neither, but
I'm happy it came.
It was fun to see.
But because again, I I haven't made it a secret. I haven't read the books, so I don't really know.
Most people haven't read this one.
I definitely thought,
and I wouldn't blame them. Like it's
because isn't it like a third person retelling?
It's not even that. It's like a historical
people?
account. Like it's like written like by like different maesters as a historical account of just this happened, this person took over, and this person ruled from this time to this time, and this person died, and it's really written like that, and it's just I can see why a lot of people wouldn't read it. I
Yeah.
read it a long time ago, and I really didn't retain most of it. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying to
thought he
figure
would
out
have
why
gone out a little
why
bit
y'all
more.
hate Kristen Cole.
because you're a little bitch.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
And he's been acting like a little bitch ever since Rhaenyra said, "No, I won't run away with you."
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, everything he's been
That-
doing has been out of spite because Rhaenyra didn't want to run away because he didn't have good, his dick wasn't that good. So he got all
Listen,
his feelings.
because he
Here's the
literally
thing.
switched from run away and marry me to like just being really pissy at her at every chance he got.
To be fair, I didn't really like season 1, and I still think it's fucking stupid the way they did it.
He
And
just
I don't
doesn't like the
remember
You
time
know.
jump.
much. Yeah, no, it was fucking stupid and terrible and awful. So I don't really remember shit. In my head, Kristen Cole was fucking the Hightower chick.
Yeah. After
Well,
Rhaenyra
yeah.
said she didn't want his ass no more.
Exactly.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But also, I mean, given the options now as an adult, I would also take the Hightower chick. So
I understand that. However, he's only over there because he got rejected and got all shitty about it.
Yeah,
Like
because
it's
if he had
all
the
out of
chance,
spite.
if he had the chance, he would have kept. He might have still been with Rhaenyra, still messing around with Rhaenyra.
and he was he was not the daddy, right?
No, it was
Harwin Strong.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was
Lars, the
dead.
dude, the crippled dude that's with
Harwin Strong.
Aegon right now. It was his brother.
Yeah.
Harwin Strong.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We were also like, I can tell, like Mara and I were both trying to like slightly avoid spoilers, and then you just said his name.
Why? We're here.
I understand. There's really no reason why we were doing that. I could just tell we were both
I
kind
actively
of doing
wasn't.
it.
I was just talking.
Oh yeah, because you were speaking in very vague terms when you were talking
My
about
bad.
him
I tend
dying
to
and all
do
that
that.
kind of stuff. So it was
Get
just
mad
like,
at me.
oh,
But yeah, like,
I was like,
I
we
thought-
talk about it every week. I don't know why all of a sudden this week we're gonna be like,
this is true.
spoiler alert. Like, fuck
I
it.
thought-
No, we're here.
But like to my point, I thought he was gonna go out a lot more. I thought it was gonna be more fighting involved, or maybe even some dragons involved. But just standing there being like, "Come at me, bitch," and then like fight me, and then getting
Like-
secretly 2 arrows. I was sitting at my mother's table, and I was like, "Oh." The first one, I was like, damn, at the second one. And then the third one came to his neck, and I was like, what is it with the 3 arrows this season?
like he's just like, yeah, me against 2 of you. I can take 2 of you. They're like, nah, fuck you.
Nah, they're like, little do you know, there's 3 of us.
And it was Chibs.
I don't know. And it was that a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, and it's a woman. That made it even
Well, no,
better.
so the leader, the old man that he was talking to was Chibs.
Oh yeah, I know that. She's talking about who shot
Yeah,
the
yeah.
arrows.
Oh yeah, no, that was a woman. I was just
Oh, yeah,
happy. I
that
was like,
was
oh shit,
the,
it's Chibs.
He's from Sons of Anarchy, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's why he said Chibs. His
I
name was
forgot
Chibs
the
on
name.
Sons
I
of
haven't watched
Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy since it came out.
I still haven't
Wasn't he
watched the
also
last
in
season, and I
Boondock
refuse.
Saints? Isn't he the brother on Boondock Saints?
No.
No. It's Norman Reedus and someone else.
But it's not him.
Okay.
And he's also not the father. Shout out Maury.
Okay.
You're right.
He was in Gladiator though. But anyway, we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about a movie. What movie are we talking about, Mara?
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, which I have now told Luna is how the Civil War ended.
That's what we'll go with.
We do this thing where with certain movies we'll tell them it's actually a documentary or a dramatic retelling. We watched Independence Day and told them that was a documentary, and they just cleaned up New York really fast.
Did you tell them that this was a documentary or a dramatic retelling? Because I'm trying to figure out if your children think vampires are real.
Well, she said, "What movie did you guys watch?" And I said, "Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter." And she said, "Was he really a vampire hunter?" And I said, "Absolutely. That's how the Civil War ended."
So, yeah. Okay. Question answered.
Oh my God, she's gonna be in school.
She
Her
didn't
teacher's
watch the
gonna
movie
think
with
she dumb
us.
as fuck.
She's gonna be at school like, remember that one time that Abraham Lincoln rode the Underground Railroad with Harriet Tubman and used it to smuggle silver? And they're gonna be like, what? yeah, to kill the Confederate vampires.
They're gonna start
That's how
talking about
that's
the
how they
Civil
were
War,
winning
and
so
she's
many
gonna be like-
battles, because so many of them were vampires.
She's gonna say Robert E. Lee wasn't a real person. It was actually some dude named Adam.
Adam, yeah.
He was bad.
No. Oh boy. Anyway, yes, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter is the movie. Continue, Mara.
Yes, it's based off of a novel, which was only 2 years older than this movie being made. So it feels like this person wrote the novel and then they were like, make a screenplay while you're at it. we're gonna turn this into a movie.
I imagine when they started writing at the publishing company, as soon as that happened, started pitching at the studios.
Yeah, like they got like their first copy and said, "Wow, this is great. Let's do this."
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain this was Anthony Mackie's audition to be Falcon. Because this came out, I think, like 2 years before he was Falcon.
Maybe.
But yeah, it came out in 2012. It was released June 20th, 2012.
What's the first movie you remember seeing Anthony Mackie in?
I honestly couldn't tell you off the top of my head because now he's been so ingrained in my head as Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
But I know he was in 8 Mile because I looked him up earlier to see if this was before, how before.
And you've seen 8 Mile, right?
Was. Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna go with 8 Mile as Papa Doc. Was probably the first time I remember. I can remember Anthony Mackie movies, but like even this one, I didn't remember that he was in this until I watched it. You know,
I absolutely did not. I was like, "Oh, look, it's Falcon."
So, 8 Mile was in fact his first film.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's funny just listening to people because they all have the same conversation. Like I know I remember seeing him in 8 Mile, but I don't know if I saw him in anything else. And that's it's the conversation that people have in their head. Like, was there something before that? Nope, that was the first one.
First movie. He was also
he did TV, but he one-off stuff.
He had 2 roles before 8 Mile, if that.
He didn't even really talk in 8 Mile either. Like. He was always just kind of quiet and in the background.
Yeah. He said yo a couple times on the mic.
But yeah, so speaking of Anthony Mackie, so he's one of the cast. He's a supporting character in this. Movie stars Benjamin Walker, who I don't know if I've seen him in anything else or if I know him from anything else, but when I looked him up, he was in where is it? He was in Jessica Jones. And yes, Matt?
Did anyone else think that he looked like a young Liam Neeson in this movie? Before the beard? Like before he went full Abe Lincoln? He looked like a young Liam Neeson to me. And it was bugging the shit out of me.
Maybe Liam
didn't
Neeson
occur to me.
mixed with the dude who plays.
Look at that IMDb picture and tell me that doesn't look like young Liam Neeson. No, Liam Neeson. Jesus Christ.
Get it together.
Liam Neeson.
Okay, I'll look at his IMDb.
I could see it if him and the guy who plays Sentry / Bob had a son together.
It's the nose.
And fun fact, this
And the
was
eyebrows.
not
It's like around the eyes.
this was not his first time playing a former president. He has also played Andrew
Wait,
Jackson on stage.
No, man, I can't go with you on that one. Sorry, but anyway,
Really?
he played Andrew Jackson.
Yes, in Bloody Andrew Jackson, which is a satirical historical rock musical.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in Jessica Jones for like 10 episodes, and I don't really remember who he played either. So I'll have to come back to you with that later.
Eric Geldon. Who the fuck is Eric Geldon?
He has psionic powers. I had to look it up too.
Somebody has psionic. Wait, are they talking about fucking
Mind Wave.
Oh, then that's not who the fuck. Yeah, I don't remember that shit. Whatever. Okay.
Oh, this is why I haven't seen him yet, because he's in the 3rd season. And we just started that today.
I mean, I saw all of them. Granted, it was a while ago, but
Right. But let's see who else.
hey,
is in
sexy, I
it.
see you back there.
Travis says, "Hey, sexy, I see you back there." He waves. Movie. I am charged. In my backpack. What was it? Okay. Also starring Dominic Cooper, or as we know him as young Howard Stark, or Preacher. Anthony Mackie, as we also know as Falcon. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who I know from Final Destination, the 3D one, where they're at the amusement park.
That's 3, yeah.
Okay. Rufus Sewell.
That's the one I have to see again because I keep thinking like the movie itself shouldn't have happened because oh boy didn't get on that roller coaster with the camera. So how did the thing go off the track? Anyway.
Couldn't tell you. Rufus Sewell, who has been in things like The Illusionist, The Tourist, The Man in the High Castle, The Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Man in the High Castle.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Nazi one.
Yeah.
Right.
I saw the first couple episodes of that. No, I actually saw the whole first season of that. And then I got distracted and didn't keep going and never went back.
I've tried a lot to start that series and I just never continue it. Not that I think anything's wrong with it. I think sometimes I just don't care enough to pay attention. Jimmy Simpson.
Then that means there's something wrong.
I guess. Jimmy Simpson, a bunch of people who really inconsequential, but Alan Tudyk was in this, and that was since I haven't watched this in the better part of a decade, was a really pleasant surprise.
Yeah, he was in it, but he's not credited. And like I had to go dig deep to like see because I couldn't remember what his name was, but I knew I had seen him somewhere. So I had to scroll to almost like the bottom of the fucking IMDb page just to see his picture and be like, oh yeah, that's that guy.
You've seen him and heard him in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
He's Hey in Moana.
He just be there.
Mm-hmm.
That
the chicken.
Yeah, no, I know, but
oh,
there's no way of knowing that chicken is anybody.
Like no, I think that's crazy. I find that hilarious.
That's just like what was it? Was something else? Was something? Somebody did like just this random grunting noise in a movie. And he's like, why did they get this actor to do that? I can't remember what it was.
Vin Diesel.
What was it in?
Groot?
No,
Groot?
Wasn't that?
Oh.
That was my thought
It's
too.
just like old.
Well, there is that, but it's just like, no, that's not what I was thinking of though, because it's smaller than that even. But anyway,
Alan Tudyk has like a whole plethora of things. I'm not even going to go into all the roles he has played. But yeah, so that's the cast. You want trivia, or you want to tell me your overall thoughts first?
go ahead and go trivia. I fucked up last week.
Okay. So Benjamin Walker, who plays Abraham Lincoln, trained to be able to do a lot of his own stunt work with the axe.
Okay.
In real life, Abraham Lincoln was considered the best Greco-Roman wrestler of his day, winning over 300 matches. Only one loss is known. On April 22nd, 1832, Lincoln was thrown into 2 straight falls by Lorenzo Dow Hank Thompson. Why is that man's name so long? During a wrestling match in Beardstown, Illinois. Otherwise, was undefeated. So I could wholeheartedly believe that man would single-handedly take on a whole shit of vampires.
I kind of wish with that fact was in the movie and he was a little more capable and not stumbling around early on.
Show him doing a little Greco-Roman wrestling. Yeah.
What was it? Where is it? In real life, no, got that. Joshua Speed was one of Abraham Lincoln's oldest friend, dating back to their days in Springfield, Illinois. Joshua never actually came to Washington, but his brother was considered one of Lincoln's oldest friends in Washington and served as Attorney General from 1864 till he resigned in 66. When they were shipping this to the cinemas, they gave it a code name called Bloody Honest, which is kind of funny because Honest Abe.
Mm-hmm.
The screenplay for this film was originally featured in the 2010 Blacklist, which was a list of most liked unmade scripts of the year. So eventually they said, "No, let's just do it." While preparing for the role, Benjamin Walker delivered the Gettysburg Address to the director and producer, which is how I'm assuming he got that role. Tom Hardy.
Hold on. Speaking of the Gettysburg Address, Matt, do you remember in the 4th grade where they broke up the Gettysburg Address into pieces and we had to recite it for that program?
No.
Yeah, that was part of the program. I had a part of it. It was a whole thing where everybody had to have a part. And so had random people standing up and speaking at different parts. And there was one part where we were all saying parts of the Gettysburg Address. I don't know what parts you had, or if it was part of the Gettysburg Address.
I don't know what part I had. Yeah, no.
That's like, I don't remember doing it.
The only thing I remember was when we all had to be a president.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
We said all the names of the presidents, and because of that song, I still know all the presidents in order. But
I don't.
I do.
Tom Hardy was originally approached for the role, but had to turn it down due to scheduling conflicts with The Dark Knight Rises, which tells you how long ago this movie was. And I don't think I realized how long ago The Dark Knight Rises was. But also realizing that The Batman, I think, is just about 3 years old as well.
2022. I was still in Texas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I know there's a lot of hoopla about the second one supposed to be days or a couple weeks after the first one, but whatever. Eric Bana,
somebody that moves a lot, you kind of can remember when things happen based on where you were living when it happened.
I get that. Eric Bana, Timothy Olyphant, Adrian Brody, Josh Oliphant, yep. Adrian Brody, Josh Lucas, James D'Arcy, Rob Hubel, and Oliver Jackson Cohen were also considered to play the role. Don't do that. Go away.
Do it.
Go away.
Do it.
He came to look at me because he heard you correct me. And like we already know, Anthony Mackie, Dominic Cooper, and Benjamin Walker are part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Cooper played the younger version of Howard Stark in Captain America: First Avenger. Mackie played Sam Wilson, Falcon in numerous movies, and Walker played Eric Gelden in Jessica Jones. But yeah, That's my trivia. So, what were some overall thoughts from you guys?
Cool. I'll go first then. I enjoyed this. Had never seen it before.
Oh, yay.
But I had no reason not to. I just didn't. So I'm like, oh, you got Abraham Lincoln. He hunting vampires. All right, whatever. Let's check this out. And also, hey, here she go again with another vampire movie. Okay, whatever. Let's do it. I
Be happy it's not Twilight.
I would cuss the entire time.
I feel like Travis gets a veto.
Gets what?
A veto.
I feel like we should all get at least one veto. That's a good rule, Matt. We all get one veto. Don't waste it. But anyway, no, I did enjoy this movie. I liked a lot of like the idea of him fighting with an axe. It's a good weapon choice for him. And the axe also being a blunderbuss too. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool. Little underlying thing of, yeah, this whole thing is why the Civil War was fought. is a fun idea.
Slavery bad.
Yeah. But yeah, those are my overall thoughts. I enjoyed it. Good time.
It's a fun fucking movie. It's a fun, stupid movie. When they did the tiny training montage with the axe, where he's being taunted, and finally, when he's honest, he finds the inner strength to make the tree explode with one swing. I was like, fuck out of here. Like, you didn't even try that hard, and he's not a fucking superhero. Like, whatever. I had issues with the vampire lore. I do love that we did stick
Some
to
slaves might say he's a superhero.
Some slaves might say he's a superhero. He didn't have super strength, though. Also, maybe if this was the real Abraham Lincoln, they might say that. If this was the real reasoning behind why he freed the slaves and did all the things, because he had a best friend who was black when he was a child that he protected. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but if you actually know what the history is, it's just like, no, it was just kind of.
I said out loud, I wholeheartedly could not believe that man had a black best friend as a child.
Yeah,
and not
I would
because
love
he
to
was
believe that.
right, but I don't.
No, I want to believe that Abraham Lincoln had non-racist parents who loved him, and that he was taught to jump in and save his friend and take a whooping with him. And Dad was willing to lose his job over, this child, and this carried through into adulthood where that'd be a great story, but
we all know better.
That's not.
Right.
However, what I did find out was apparently Mr. Steal Your Girl, Abraham Lincoln, really did. So Kate gave me some facts after this. So apparently, Abe really wanted to fuck Mary Todd's sister, and she wasn't about it. But Mary Todd was really about him. So I guess there are letters that exist where he's basically like, well, I'd rather have your sister, but if I can't, yeah, okay, cool. And that's how they got together. And she was engaged when all of this went down. So yeah, that was a fun thing. But like I said, the vampire lore, I'm divided. We had vampires just out in the sunlight running around.
I was trying to. Every time you watch a vampire movie, you're like, okay, what are the vampire rules y'all are using?
And the only one they used was which is part of my favorite, which is the religious aspect of the silver and Judas, all of that. So I do enjoy that was in that, because I do love that whole narrative that either Judas was the first vampire cursed after betraying Jesus, and so on and so forth, or just the silver and 30 pieces of silver and all that. Yep, love that. So I enjoyed that. But like I said, other than that, like, I just sat down and I was like, I know I'm gonna see at least a titty. And there's gonna be some dumb, fun fucking action, and I'm just gonna enjoy myself, and that's what I did. I audibly gasped because I forgot when I heard him say Miss Tubman. I was like, "We're not bringing Harriet into this, are we?"
Yep.
Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we are. That poor woman. Yeah, no, it was a fun time. Or it's a fun movie.
They said that's not the only railroad.
They did say that shit.
Because at first I didn't even peep it because we were trying to figure out like why did all those people just step out of hiding like that? And then when he said it's not the only railroad, I was like, that makes so much fucking sense.
Yeah. I was watching it with Amani and she was like, "Did you notice that?" I'm like, "What?" She was like, "That those clinking sounds when they all came out of the woods." And I'm like, "No, I didn't notice that at all. I probably just assumed it was the noise that lamps made or some shit. I don't know."
I noticed that this white man who's here to free the slaves sure did send all of those people on a mission for himself. Just boss them around, tell them I'm gonna need you to go to deliver some shit for me.
Y'all are free, but I need you to do this.
Kind of like how they did when they forced them onto the armies and shit, you know.
Touche.
Listen, at least like that first line of Union defense soldiers wasn't just all the black people that got slaughtered right away.
There's another movie
know,
I
right?
would there's another movie I would implore you to watch. You're not gonna like it, but you should watch it. It's called Glory. Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman.
I've seen Glory.
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic film. It'll piss you off, but it's a fantastic film.
No, I've seen it.
I'll think about it.
Have you seen the meme? It's a meme now. The single tear Denzel Washington.
Maybe.
Like his head's turned toward the camera. There's a single tear coming down his face. He's being whipped at that point.
Oh no.
But yeah.
Oh, actually, I think I have seen that meme. Yes. Okay. But yeah. So my overall thoughts was I thought this was going to be a fun time. I know that the first time I saw it forever ago, I knew it was a fun time. I enjoyed it, and so I was happy to come back around to it this time because it's honestly been sitting on my HBO list for a while. So I'm happy we entertained this and we watched it. But with that being said, I'll just quickly go through the plot and then we'll go into who's winning. So in 1818, Abraham Lincoln lives in Indiana with his parents, Nancy and Thomas, who work at a plantation owned by Jack Bartz, who is a vampire, which we will find out. There, Lincoln befriends a young African-American boy named William Johnson, who is played by Anthony Mackie, and intervenes when Johnson is beaten by a slaver. Because essentially, I think they were trying to take someone from his family, insisting that they were a runaway.
Yeah.
Because where they were, slaves are, if you're born free, you are
north
free.
Of the Mason-Dixon, north of the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah. And people trying to intervene, and it became a whole thing. Because of this, the Lincolns are fired because Daddy Lincoln, knocked some dude into the water, and especially after Abraham and William get hit by the slaver. So that night, Lincoln sees Bartz break into their home and attack Nancy, his mother, who falls ill and dies the next day. 9 years later, Lincoln attempts to kill Bartz at the docks in revenge, but discovers that he's a vampire. Like, he shoots him in the eye. That don't do shit. Because I'm pretty sure that was like pewter or something, not silver.
Yeah.
So before Bartz can kill him, Lincoln's rescued by Henry Sturgis, played by Dominic Cooper, whom he had met earlier at a bar, because he said anyone who drinks this much, because Abraham was getting drunk, and said anyone who drinks this much is either is about to kiss a girl, or wants to kiss a girl, or is going to kill somebody. And then he pats him, and a gun falls out, or a revolver falls out, and he leaves.
A little flintlock.
Yeah. Sturgis offers to teach Lincoln how to be a vampire hunter using his preferred weapon of a single-edged felling axe, and he accepts because that vampire fucked him up a little bit, and Sturgis took him to heal him. I was genuinely surprised that he didn't have scratches all over his chest because it definitely looked like he scratched.
I thought so too, but I was just like, I'll go with it, whatever.
Sure. Saving on makeup. After a decade of training, they traveled to Springfield, Illinois. Sturgis explains that the vampires in the United States descend from Adam, a powerful vampire who owns a plantation in New Orleans with his sister Vidoma. Sturgis reveals the vampire's weakness is silver and presents him with the silver pocket watch. Tells him, if you're going to do all this, no vengeance, just stay on the mission at hand. Can't have, no loved ones, no family, just you. Should have known the amount of times he kept repeating it to him, he was going to break that law or break that rule. Especially given, granted, we know that Abe does get, that he gets married at some point. In Springfield, Lincoln begins hunting vampires named in letters by Sturgis. He kills one guy at the pharmacy or whatever they call it back then, and the bank, and I think the post office, and he befriends shopkeeper Joshua Speed and meets Mary Todd, who was engaged to Alan Tudyk's character, Stephen A. Douglas, who was a real American politician and lawyer. He served in the Senate for 14 years and defeated Abraham Lincoln to win re-election in 1858 in a debate. So at least we're keeping some of these people real.
Mm-hmm.
Though Sturgis warns
you see how he turned racist real quick too?
Stephen A. Douglas. I keep wanting not to say
not Stephen A. Smith.
Because I'm pretty sure he was running that anti-slavery program until Abe stole his girl, and then he switched up real quick.
He was just like, fuck these niggas, even though it was another fellow white man who took my girl. Though Sturgis warns him of forming close relationships lest his loved ones are attacked by vampires, Lincoln develops romantic feelings for Mary. Later, Lincoln successfully finds and kills Bart, but not before learning Sturgis is also a vampire. Plot twist.
That was when they telegraphed that, though. Like, they had him always wearing sunglasses during the daytime like all the other vampires did, but you also saw him in that house immediately go put on sunscreen. Just like, he's a vampire.
He was putting stuff on his face, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Huh? Lincoln confronts Sturgis, who reveals that Adam turned him and killed his wife, as his soul was impure and hers was not. Which was crazy, because I was like, how are you picking and choosing?
I think he can tell when they bite him. It's just like, oh, your soul is impure, I can turn you. Your soul is pure, I can't turn you. So he knows who he can turn and who he can't. I don't think it's a choosing thing. It's a he can't.
Oh, so Abe's mom was pure too.
Yep. Same thing with Lil Willie.
Little Willie.
Abe Lincoln actually had a son named William who died in the White House at 11 years old from a fever. So that's like a real thing. They just replaced fever with
Yep, his little Willie died.
With one of the maids, with homegirl sneaking into the White House as a maid and kissing his wrist, which we cannot tell whether or not that actually happened. Vampires cannot. We'll never know. Vampires cannot kill each other, or did they? Vampires cannot kill each other, so Sturgis needs hunters like Lincoln to get his revenge. Feeling betrayed, Lincoln abandoned his mission because he had put the axe down and he said, I'm going to just try and free the slaves or defeat the vampires by going into completing my law task and going into politics as opposed to just killing them all over the place. But anywho, he abandons his mission, but his actions have been noticed by Adam, who lures Lincoln to his plantation in the South by kidnapping William. In the mansion, Adam hosts a ball that turns into a feeding frenzy where the vampires attack the slaves. That was insane to watch.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, there is. When I watched this, I'm like, oh no. This is the only time I see something like, oh, there's too many black people in here. Uh-oh.
Right.
Uh-oh.
And you can tell that they looked confused. Like, why are we here? Don't we have work to be doing? Why do you have us in the house? I'm not supposed to be in the house.
Like, I am far too dark to be allowed in here. What is going on? I am not a designated house nigga. Why am I in here?
Lincoln watches from outside and then breaks in to save the day, but he is captured by the vampires. Adam tries to recruit him to his cause to turn America into a nation of the undead, but Lincoln refuses before the two are rescued by Speed, who fucking drifted a horse carriage.
Did. Sure did. Sure did.
We were like, how did he know that would happen? Like, perfectly.
Don't know. But, you know, if you play Red Dead Redemption 2, you know you can also drift a horse. So why can't you drift a carriage?
Okay. They find safe passage to the north with the help of Harriet Tubman. Lincoln marries Mary Todd and begins his political career campaigning to abolish slavery, despite Sturgis warning him that the slave trade keeps vampires under control due to being their food source. I like how no matter what, Black people get fucked in the end of this.
Mm-hmm. They're like, yeah, here's the thing. You can't end slavery because it keeps them in check. Oh, so it's okay for them to just feed on all the Black people. Like, yeah, but they're not feeding on us, so fuck them.
And then you got to tell him, Sturgis, not us. Not like us. Us. You're fine. Just because you choose to feed off of white whores does not make it better. But anywho, after Lincoln's election as president of the United States of America, he moves to the White House with Mary, where they have a son, William Wallace Lincoln, who was later bitten by Vadoma as retaliation and dies. The Civil War erupts after Confederate President Jefferson Davis convinces Adam to deploy his vampires to the front line. Jefferson Davis was the only president of the Confederate States from 1861 to 65, and he led the Confederacy through the Civil War. I won't lie, at first I thought that guy was supposed to be Robert E. Lee, and then I realized, nope, that's someone else.
No.
I kept thinking they were going to show him.
One quick thing, when Mary was going off on Abe, because she read his journal or whatever, found out he was hunting vampires, and she was like, you brought this on, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, he didn't bring it on his son. He brought it on himself and then got married and had a son. And so that was just kind of a thing. But yeah.
Her being like, you hid this from me, crazy work. Because he definitely told you.
You just didn't
chose
believe.
not to believe him.
He did. He flat out told her. He did. To be fair, if somebody told me they hunted vampires, I wouldn't believe them either. But
I get that.
She was told.
But then reading the journal and then realizing, oh, so he was telling the truth. I'm not getting mad at him. I think I might just be upset that why didn't you tell me to take this more seriously?
Because then you would have thought I was crazy. So
I'd been like, show me. Take me on a hunt. Which I have convinced. I was half convinced she would do. I half anticipated her retorting with "Take me to see."
Yeah, and let me just say, if I were a vampire hunter, and I told my significant other I was a vampire hunter, and she responded, "Take me on a hunt," absolutely not. There's no fucking way I'm doing that. One, you are not trained properly. And you're not going to go through all the training, first of all, because you don't believe this is real. So we're not doing that. We take you out there, you untrained, you get yourself bit, or I get myself bit trying to stop you from getting bit because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. No.
He's gonna try and teach her the way of swinging the axe. She's gonna be like this.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Ain't no fucking way.
Were
you about to say something, maybe? Like you were getting ready to talk.
Oh yeah.
A couple things. One, we call that a liability. Definitely a liability. Two, Mara, what the fuck do you mean you'd be like, take me on a hunt? Why? Why?
Supernatural.
To know that you're going to die.
Oh man.
Give me a gun with some silver in it and I'm good.
Listen, this is all after the fact that a vampire broke into their house and killed their son.
So did you say, give me a gun and I'm good? You who have never shot a gun before.
I've never.
She knows that vampires. She knows that vampires killed her child. She knows that vampires, probably reading his diary, which also really fucked up. You don't just read somebody's diary. I don't care if it's your husband or not.
That's
Case
what
made
I
that
was
very clear.
upset
You can't just
about.
go reading diaries. That his mom also killed by a vampire. So like, you know that vampires have a history of killing people important to him, and you're gonna be like, take me on a hunt.
Baby, I would have read that diary and took the boy and left. On some real shit.
That would have been understandable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I made
So-
my
You didn't
pissed,
believe it because you thought
but
he was
I'd
fucking
understand.
crazy.
Because you know, the other half of it probably would have been, she was probably reading it like, these are the ramblings or the writings of a crazy man. And still took the boy and left.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, Lincoln orders the confiscation of all available silver to be melted and cast into silver weapons. Speed seemingly betrays Lincoln by informing Adam about the train transporting these weapons, which Deadass thought he really was doing that shit.
Yeah,
And we
yeah,
were
I was
like,
pissed too. I'm
why?
like, you bitch made motherfucker.
Like, what are you getting out of this? What did
Well,
he
you heard
do
him
to
kind of
you
saying at
that
the beginning that he didn't think it was a good idea and all that kind of stuff. And it was, yeah. So it
It's
made you think
just-
like he got scared and just like, yeah, I'm gonna just go over
he
there.
was
With
like,
that.
what did they promise you? You gonna be a vampire too? Because that's what I thought it was. I thought he was trading to become immortal.
Honestly, for a second, I thought it was Stephen L. Smith or whatever the fuck his name was.
Stephen A.
When they were in the
Douglas.
carriage? Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
No, Stephen L. Douglas. Right?
No, Stephen A. Douglas. That's why I kept getting him. That's why I kept trying not to say
it's
Smith.
Stephen A. Douglas. That's a different dude.
Well, I know
Who's
it wasn't
Stephen L.
actually
Douglas?
Stephen A. Smith.
No, basically,
No.
the character in this movie and the historical figure is named Stephen A. Douglas.
Like, he's a real person.
Huh.
Who is Stephen L. Smith?
I think Matt made that name up.
I mean,
did.
Stephen L. Douglas.
There is no Stephen L. Douglas.
I'm sure one exists somewhere.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason, I thought you said Stephen L. Douglas was his real name, but you kept thinking it was Stephen A. because of Stephen A. Smith. That's where
Nah.
I got.
Yeah.
Trying not to say Stephen A. Smith because
Mhm.
his name is Stephen A. Douglas.
Mm. Anyway, I thought that's who was in the carriage making the deal at first, and then I was like, wait, no, that's Speed.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Stephen A.
Adam
Douglas
attacks
would
the
have made more
train.
sense if it actually was being a betrayal. But yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But he would have also had to have known about the vampires and what Lincoln was doing.
Mhm.
And I guess still be trying to rival him.
Which I would have
not
understood
necessarily.
because he would have started stalking after his, wife turned and left him. Well, his
Mm-hmm.
fiance turned and left him.
I was gonna say he didn't need to know about the vampires. He could have just thought he was betraying Lincoln to the Confederacy.
True. But something tells me he wouldn't be confiding that information in a woman. I don't know. I refuse to believe that they were viewing women as equals here. I'm surprised Mary was allowed to hold a gun at some point.
I don't know if she was allowed. I think she just picked it up.
This is true. But she was doing stuff at the end where she was helping with the distribution. I'm surprised she was allowed to do that
Yeah.
shit.
No, she definitely knew what she was doing because that had the little fucking knife, the sword melted
Bayonet.
down and
Bayonet.
attached to it. Yeah, so she had that one ready.
Shit, in case these motherfuckers show up. But yeah, so Adam attacks the train, sets fire to the trestle, which is the elevated railroad track, and just proves why shit sometimes should not be made out of wood. But I get it. Limited resources in the 1800s. During the fight, Speed is killed.
What's their fucking excuse
Adam
now? They're
learns-
still using wooden frames on houses. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Looking at you, Midwest.
Oh, it's
My
not
house.
just there.
Well, not yours. I meant like
There's still wooden frames in the
Southern
walls,
Midwest.
though, bro.
I learned from Three Little Pigs.
Yeah, open up your walls and see what that framing looks like. It's wood, bro.
Adam learns that the train only holds rocks, revealing Speed's betrayal was a ruse to lure Adam into a trap. That man opened 3 boxes and saw it was just rocks. And we were like, where the fuck is the silver?
That's what he said.
And that's when we hear the line, there's more than one railroad. To which we realize, oh, they were all carrying it. Lincoln uses his watch to punch Adam, killing him because it's silver, before escaping with Sturgis and Johnson as the burning trestle beneath the train collapses. Meanwhile, Mary, Harriet Tubman, and many freedom seekers transport the silver to Gettysburg through the Underground Railroad. While delivering the silver to the army, Mary recognizes Vidoma and kills her by shooting a silver necklace bearing the sword of one of William's toy soldiers. Right in the forehead. Boom.
So did Speed die?
Yes.
Oh.
Adam held him inside one of, once he realized that there were rocks in there, Speed
he bit him
was
too,
telling him. Yeah, he bit him.
Yeah.
To show Abraham, I got this. I'm gonna defeat you and your plan. But yeah, so Speed, I don't know if he died from the bite or if he died in the fire or if he died from the train crashing. There is a lot of ways that Speed could have done. Yeah, he's just dead. Armed with silver weapons, the Union soldiers destroy the vampires and turn the tide, which is how we won the Civil War. Nearly 2 years later, on April 14th, 1865.
Funny enough, when I was a kid, before I really was reading for real, definitely thought it was called the Silver War. But go ahead.
Silver. After that, Lincoln gives the Gettysburg Address, and then we go nearly 2 years later on April 14th, 1865. Lincoln celebrates the end of the war. Sturgis informs him that the remaining vampires have fled the country and tries to convince Lincoln to become a vampire, who declines before leaving with Mary for a play. As soon as she said, we're going to be late for the theater, I said, that's crazy, because they still made him bite a bullet for this.
I'm just like, oh, no, Abe, don't go. Don't go to the theater.
And it's even crazier thinking about it now, knowing that he had a chance to become immortal, because that definitely would have driven John Wilkes Booth up a fucking wall.
I got shot this motherfucker in the head.
And he's still kicking.
I am so mad at the end of this movie for multiple reasons. But number one, the fact that we didn't see Abe get shot in the head and have it be a vampire that shot him as revenge.
Yeah.
Mad. Number one. Number two, mad that bro is just meeting other random people and patting them on the back and having the same gun fall out and all that shit. And then we don't even see what famous person would that be in the future that you found in a bar getting drunk, ready to kill some vampires?
I think they left it ambiguous because they thought they might get a sequel and they didn't know who the sequel would be about.
True.
Don't set up some shit. Anyway.
If it made more money, they'd have made a sequel. That really came down to that.
Yeah, I too was a little perturbed. I was like, why do you keep touching people in the bar? You're just patting people really aggressively. I get the message you're getting across, but did you think the last time I tapped someone like this, a gun fell out, maybe I should do it one more time? I wonder, because I did say
I don't think that's the only 2 times he's done it. I feel like he does this regularly, but
Can we get Barack Obama
typing
Vampire
out,
Hunter?
I'd be down for that shit.
I would be too. But they gotta up the ante and add zombies. Somehow the zombies are low key kind of conscious. And they said, we're going to have one section of the states be zombified, one section be vampirified.
See, I was thinking we'd have the current president of the United States as a vampire because, as ugly as that motherfucker is, he sure has some kind of glam power.
He's
It's very much
clearly
a-
aging though, so we like it wouldn't be that. He's falling
He's
apart.
falling apart like a zombie.
Not fast enough.
Unfortunately, because he can afford other drugs. But yeah, he like tapped. It says in modern times, Sturgis approaches a man at a bar in Washington D.C. just as he once did with Abraham. That guy was texting out, "I'm really sorry for what I'm about to do," and I could only hypothesize all the different crazy things that he probably was going to do. The end. I didn't see anything, in my very brief research about whether or not they were going to do a sequel. I do know that it didn't apparently do the best at the box office, but
Yeah, I think.
I feel like movies like
a
this,
success
they're
is
only
determined
gonna,
by it being 3 times the budget, so they didn't get there.
yeah.
No, it's
it didn't
it's
get
2.5 times the budget, I believe.
You know what's funny, Matt? That you said that Benjamin Walker looked like a young Liam Neeson.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in one of their critiques of the movie, they commended leading star Benjamin Walker, a towering actor who looks like a young Liam Neeson and never stoops to caricature.
Vindicated.
I mean, I do say all white people look alike, so it's fair.
Yep, me and Liam Neeson, dead ringers.
Look just alike.
Couldn't tell us
Very
apart.
much. Could be sons.
Yeah. Every time I hop on this stream with you, I gotta look and make sure this is not Liam Neeson.
But yeah, that was Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Okay.
Who's winning?
Sturgis.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because for the majority of the movie, Lincoln was winning, but April 14th, he lost.
Exactly. What about you, Matt?
Nah, I'd agree with you guys. I mean, we don't really see what happens to Anthony Mackie after the fact, but we do know that he was still a black man, and just because slavery was abolished doesn't mean things got all of a sudden better.
He stopped being useful, so Lincoln immediately abandoned him.
Juneteenth is also a thing. What was that? Texas? They still didn't.
Texas, yeah. Texas was last
Texas?
year.
Yeah. Texas still didn't know. He sent him down there to let them know, and probably crazy shit happened. But how many dragons out of 5 would you give this?
You didn't ask who's losing.
Oh, I thought that was established with Abraham Lincoln biting a bullet at the end.
No, because I was gonna say his
Who's
son.
losing? Oh yeah, Willie did lose in this, in the all of 3 minutes that he was.
He was just minding his business, playing with his toys, and then come this vampire chick and fucked everything up for him.
You know what's crazy? As soon as she entered,
Lincoln.
Yeah, because she lost her son and her husband eventually.
All because she didn't believe Honest Abe was being honest. Like, how stupid did you have to feel after your kid died and you read that shit and she was like, wait, fuck, he did tell me. And damn.
That might be why she got so mad, because she felt dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, when Vidoma entered that room with Willie, does he not know stranger danger? Like, were kids not kidnapped back then?
Not really. They couldn't take care of the ones they had. So it was just, they didn't want nobody taking no extra. Didn't nobody had no money like that.
The Epsteins didn't have an island back then.
You told me some random maid I've never fucking seen before walks into my room to play with me? That's weird.
I was gonna say,
Kids
to
are
be fair, I
dumb.
feel like it's the White House. There were probably a bunch of
Yeah.
random people in and out of there that back then that
That he didn't
there
know.
still
Yeah.
are.
even yep.
To this day.
But you're asking how many
But,
dragons
alright.
out of 5?
Mm-hmm. How many dragons out of 5 would you give it?
Good old, good solid fun time. So I'll give it 3.
Matt?
I'm really torn on the vampire lore and the lack thereof. But I'll also
like
go
the
3
silver
just
part.
'cause I like the silver part. I liked that he used the axe. What did you call it? A blunderbuss?
The blunderbuss? Yeah.
I'm kind of mad we didn't get to see the 7-barrel shotgun in action. That was a little frustrating because that would have been cool.
They hyped that up to not use it.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'll go 3.
I'll give it 3 too.
Okay.
I don't like the fact that they walk in the sun and there's no real explanation to that.
Yeah. Like, you can't all be day walkers.
at first I thought it was-
that ain't a thing.
Yeah. I thought it might have been the sunglasses at first, but then I think one of them took off their sunglasses, and I said, "Well, what the
Zero
fuck
consequence.
is the point?"
Zero consequence of taking the sunglasses off. Yeah.
And they were all out in the day. Every single one of them just hanging out in the daylight like it was nothing. No one sparkled
And
in
it
the
was
daylight either.
It was even more confusing because some of them had like, you're annoying, had like whole things covering their faces.
I don't think any of the
Had full
soldiers who were
things
fighting in
covering
the
their
daylight had
faces.
sunglasses on either. The vampire
No,
soldiers?
they didn't.
Not
They had
one.
hat brims.
Yep.
But
I'm torn, Travis.
that's it for me.
What you torn on?
Well, no matter what I choose, it's going to be more white people shit, which is what it is.
I mean, I've come to accept that.
Do I make you watch what is currently my favorite horror movie of all time, or do I make Mara watch me and your mom's favorite movie of all time, period?
You know what my vote is.
I know what your vote is. Mara, have you seen the 2013 Evil Dead?
Yes,
Okay.
I saw
we're
that
gonna
in
go
theaters.
I'm about to say,
We're
she
going
hasn't seen Tombstone, though.
We're going to go 1993's Tombstone. This is my favorite movie of all time. It is Juanita Pointer's favorite movie.
Juanita's my
it is
mother,
some-
people. Yeah.
Yes. It
I was
is
gonna say,
something
I
that her
know
and I
that.
bonded over the years. And,
There's a whole, there's an audience as well, Mara.
Sometimes I forget that. Sometimes I just feel like I'm just chit-chatting with the two of you.
I get it. That's how it should feel.
I will tell you this, Mara. You are going to see so many fucking famous people in this movie, and you're going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But it was
Like-
before they were as huge as they were, most of them, So,
Mhm.
And just for the record, this has nothing to do with Spider-Man's character Tombstone, correct?
nothing at all.
Correct.
Post Civil War in Tombstone, Arizona.
It's Cowboys.
Oh, I was like, what is Tombstone era?
I said Tombstone, Arizona.
Oh,
Arizona.
that's a place.
Yes, that is
Yes.
that is a place in Arizona, Tombstone.
Oh God, Arizona doesn't sound like a fun place to be. It's 98 degrees there right now.
Yeah, at night. It'll stay hot at night. It's awful. They bake
Well, I mean,
cookies
it's 5
in their car.
p.m. It's going on 6 there. I believe that.
It'll
I've
still
seen
be
people
hot
put
at 9
eggs on
o'clock.
the street.
Yeah, they take cookie dough, put it on a little sheet pan, and leave it on the windowsill in their car, and just leave it in there for a few hours and let it bake because that's how hot it gets. They call them sun cookies, and apparently they're amazing and delicious. I don't want to know.
All that
I
radiation
kind
from the
of do
sun.
want to know.
I kind of do.
Right?
I don't want to be in that kind of heat to find out. So
Fair.
No, if you happen to live in Arizona and you live in one of these hot places and you just happen to have a few extra cookies on hand, just find a way to mail them to me because I'm not.
It won't be
giving
the
out my
same though, because
address.
I'm sure
No,
like
it won't. Yeah, they got to
you
be
gotta
fresh.
you gotta be
can't have-
fresh to really
You
understand.
can't have stale sun cookies.
Fresh off the dashboard.
Yeah, you gotta get them like let them sit to cool for a second, but then get them right then.
When you guys bake cookies, you let them cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
We
no.
actually have racks. When
You
Kate
just
bakes
sit
cookies.
them on and let them cool a bit. You
Yeah.
don't pop them in your mouth as soon as you take them out the oven. That's painful.
I give them probably 2 minutes max, and then I'm scooping one off of the tray.
I don't need to do that. I've already eaten dough before.
Amara
So I'm
agrees. If you heard that,
okay. I heard.
she has no idea what cookies taste like, but
Well, I
She
know
said
what
they're
cookies
anything like
taste like, and I
bananas.
know what cookie tastes like, and both are wonderful. We will end the stream there,
Let's
though. Don't
go.
forget to say what?
I said, let's go.
Don't forget to follow us on all our socials. Won't go through all that. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all that shit. Follow us. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter individually. Do all that shit. But that'll be it for this week's episode of the Creatia Conversation. Next week we're watching Tombstone. We'll see you then. Until that time, though, we out.